Hi, this is Mary Kopczynski, the CEO of Regalytics, with your update on this week's 25,681 alerts from 12,674 agencies all over the world. Happy official first week of summer, everybody. And as many of you who've followed me for a while know, the inevitable has occurred. I am filming from my new home for the summer, Jellystone Park in New Paltz, New York. And yes, we finally bit the bullet and bought our own RV. So there you have it. My dreams coming true right before your very eyes. The topic of the week is the 2026 FIFA World Cup, not only because I'm sitting here waiting for a game to wrap up so that we can drive home to do laundry, but because the regulators are chattering about it. And they're not chattering because they're soccer fans, but because a lot of them are quite worried about sports gambling, as you can imagine. Germany's gambling authority, the GGL, warned consumers this week about illegal online betting platforms, specifically calling out the ones that are bypassing protections for minors. France's National Gambling Authority and their consumer fraud agency put out a joint warning about fraudulent sports betting sites that are being promoted by social media influencers. Apparently, that's a real and growing problem where they're taking your money and not even placing a bet. Vietnam's national police launched a formal crackdown campaign specifically targeting online and offline betting networks that are tied to the tournament. And here at home, the FBI's Atlanta field office seized 3 drones from operators who violated flight restrictions around World Cup venues. So it is a bit wild. I mean, between all the transit restrictions here, plus tomorrow's ticker tape parade for the New York Knicks, plus the Stanley Cup, I'm not surprised there was quite a spike in sports-related chatter this week. Which leads me to the regulator of the week, which was a clear-cut choice, the Commodities Future and Trading Commission, also known as the CFTC. So they dropped a proposed rulemaking this week that I would describe as a bomb on the prediction markets world. So if you're not familiar, event contracts, also called prediction markets, are financial derivatives where you're essentially trading on the outcome of real-world events like sports. Companies like Kalshi and Polymarket have made these incredibly mainstream. But the CFTC has been wrestling for years with where the line is between a legitimate financial instrument and something that looks more like gambling on catastrophes. Because think about it, you really don't want people to be in a position where they stand to gain massive amounts of money on something that is truly bad for the public interest. So this proposed rule takes direct aim at that question. The CFTC is proposing to clarify the definition of gaming and establish a formal public interest test for event contracts involving things like terrorism, assassination, war, or unlawful activity to determine whether contracts tied to those events should be prohibited entirely from trading on CFTC-registered platforms. This is a big deal, and it means the CFTC is trying to actually draw the regulatory boundary in writing, which has major implications for every platform operating in the space. Public comments are open, so if you're in the derivatives, the fintech, or the prediction markets world, you will want to pay attention to this one. In the meantime, happy summer solstice, and that's it this week for Regalytics. We have the global supply chain of the world's regulatory alerts in one very easy-to-use place. If you need a solution for anything related to regulation, give us a call.